Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to the segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The composition is in Rag Dev Gandhari. The recitation is Mahalla Panjwa, Gur Arjan. And the Rahau, where we need to dwell on the message, the point that is trying to be made is read as under. Mun Jiau Apune prabh bhavo, नीच 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 अत नाना, नीच 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 अत नाना होए, गरीब बुलावो. So, in the previous passage, the advice was to call out, to reach out to the self, one's root, one's source, the essence within. Our authentic self, a deeper self beyond the ego, if you will. In this passage, it continues the same message and adds to some of the things that we need to do. In the previous one, it talked about sunat, attentive listening, gavat, praise, glorification, japat, realization of the process that the world, the physical world, is fleeting. Here in this Rahau, it's adding to some of that. So if you want to reach out to that source, to that self, to that creative force within you, the intelligence within you, then you have to make yourself appealing. You must appeal. You see, because if you're not attractive, nobody really gives a hoot. So make yourself attractive. And apart from what we have just said about listening, developing a virtue, here is the fundamental virtue. It is neech ho neech, neech ati nana hoye, gareeb bulavo. So neech means small, low. Neech ho neech, neech ati nana. So here is the stress is the lowliest of the low, very small. What that means is obliterate the ego completely. Gareeb means bereft of, one who doesn't have something. So become bereft of the ego, gareeb. So humility has to be cultivated to make yourself appealing. That's the message here. Reach out to the self through attentive listening, through singing of hymns, praise, because you see, words have transformative power. And here, all of that has to be done with a sense of complete humility. Humility simply means not to think of oneself as the center of the universe, but to see oneself as a reflection of the divine, to be completely at the mercy of the divine, for want of a better word, our axial. The har is our axiom, if you will. So for that, here's the other side in the next verse. Anik adambaram maya ke birthe. Anik adambar, display. Anik, the various displays, numerous methods of devotion. Maya ke birthe, they are all of the ego. So don't put up a display of your religiosity. Tasyo preet ghatavo, reduce, give up attachment to external ritualism. Or, more importantly, not so much ritualism as to making a display of it. Be subtle in life. Don't be noisy. Be reserved. Jo apno swami sukham manne. Act in the way that the master is pleased with you. Jio apne swami sukham manne. Tam hai soba pao. In that is glory for you. Soba, honor, brilliance is in doing what pleases the master. Dasan das, ren dasan ki. Again, the emphasis is on obliterating the ego. Dasan das, being a servant of the seekers. Janaki tehel kamavo, follow in their footsteps. Follow in the footsteps of those seekers who already are traversing this path. The pointer really here is to the Guru. And then what happens? Sarabha sukha badiyai. Sarabha sukha badiyai. Rejuvenation. Recharging. Sarabha sukha badiyai. And then Nanak puts his stamp on this message. Jivaho mukho bulavo. So here you see, through the mouth. Speak the word. A couple of passages ago. Speak the word. So again and again, the power of language, the power of speech, one way to obliterate the ego is to actually watch your speech pattern, because it will give you an idea of where you're really living most of the time. Just watch that speech pattern. That is meditation. Watch your speech. And when you watch your speech, watch your thoughts, because speech is nothing more than thought expressed. So that is the way to do. Mukho bulavo. Watch your speech and replace it with the speech of Guru wisdom. That is the message today. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.